All right, got the plastic cut out here. Looks pretty decent, works well with the dual port. We're not going to melt anything. I got that big old hole patched up here with some epoxy. We don't want to suck in any more junk than we need to. So the few changes that I did make are the air filter setup. All right, I'm not sure exactly what this is off. I think it's like a 365, maybe some of the earlier, maybe a 371, maybe some 372s. I don't know. I just know it fits. Okay, it's got the dual post, which is nice. I made a couple gaskets for it. Gasket down inside here, so that seals up real well. And I kind of figured this when I built the saw, when I first was looking at it. I figured I'd use what came with it, but we're sucking in the fines, which is not good. And even if you put a new filter on here, I wouldn't trust it. Okay, we got a mess going on in there. So that was a good upgrade. Coil. So I put a factory coil on it because all this insulation is gone off these wires. They're completely bare in here. They're all cracked, dry rotted, and I just wasn't going to go for that. What they want you to do with this new coil setup, though, all right, it's a little bit different. They give you this little post, this little piece here that you put in, then you drop the coil down onto there. I guess you can see it right there. And they only give you this one blue wire. So they want you to cut the existing wire as close as you can to the coil. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so what sense does that make? Okay, what sense does that make if you're changing it because the wires are bad anyways? So I just had to make a different one, but it works out real well because the advanced curve or whatever that's in this coil works out real well. There's no more huge kickback. You know, it starts easy, and I'm really happy about that. Okay, we'll go over. Again, we got the same wrench for each nut, which is good, okay? That's always a plus when you can adjust your chain with one single tool. The adjustment screw right here, somebody had replaced this before. It just had a regular screw, didn't have the retainer in here, so I lost that. That's my fault, but either way, it's got the correct one in here now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 32-inch bar on here, and I'm going to go out and make some cuts, and then we'll come back in, and I'm going to pull this muffler off. We'll have a look inside. We'll see how it's doing, and that's about it. So I'll catch you guys in a few. All right, this saw does start good. You know, I'm really happy with that. It idles, it restarts. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So we're just really going to see what this thing will do. Okay, I'm going to let this thing warm up for a few minutes here. Get some of those logs dragged out. sure the camera crew's ready to go. You good up there? All right, how about you? All right. So, this is the Oregon 75 EXL chain. Okay, once again, 105 drivers, 32 inch, 63 gauge, 3/8. Okay, saw's got 40-to-1, 92 octane Motul 800 2T off-road, and again the chain stock, it's brand new, and that's about it. We're still running really rich. It's already warm, but I'll just do a little bit. I'll clean this up, and then we'll see what it does. So this is about, that's over 32, or right about 32 inches right there. Maple, got a pretty good knot right here. See what she does. So we'll do one more restart. Like I say, it behaves really nice, sits there, idles. All right, what more could you ask for? Let's go inside. We'll let that cool down. I'll pull the muffler off, and then we'll have a look inside and just see what everything looks like, because this thing's got to get shipped out. I got to work on that 460, check out a few things, because that possibly is sold, and will allow me to continue with some other projects. So let's go inside. All right, that filter's doing its job. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get this back to the guy. He hasn't been pestering me for it, but it's been a while. But overall, I think he'll be pretty happy with it. Okay. Oh yeah. We got quite a bit of oil on there. Yep, so we can lean it down a bit. Probably quite a bit actually. And let me pull this plug out so we can spin the motor over. Take a look at that plug color. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty dark. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit of color to it though. You know, it's starting to get that nice tan look. It looks like a little faint line there, but nothing to worry about. Nice coating of oil there on the rings, in between the rings, or V-ring. It's hard to see, there's some vertical lines, but just normal part of the break-in process. The ring is actually starting to smooth out those hatch marks. All right, and in the end, after 3 or 4 tanks of fuel, we'll do a compression test on this, see what it's got. I'll do about 8 to 10 pulls on it until the gauge stops moving, and the throttle plate's closed. It's just normal. I'm not holding that wide open or anything. See what it does. Oh boy, this thing's got some compression, man. Okay, one more, that's it. All right, what do we got? I don't know, what do you call that? 208, maybe somewhere around there. 206, but more than enough compression, man. A little bit of extra oil in there from the mix, the heavy mix. We'll do a little bit of that, but overall, that's what it's going to be running at. So, as usual, to all my subscribers, new subscribers, everybody, I really appreciate you stopping by, checking out the videos. Hope I didn't bore you to death with this whole series on this saw, but I'm going to get this back to the guy, and he's going to be more than happy with it. And I got to start on that 460 to take a look at that. And other than that, if I get this up in time, you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and thanks for watching.